This is why I take naps before I go to work. Get this little fluffy one next to me. And you can't quite see Buddy, but he's up there in his little crow's nest. And we're just relaxing before my red eye. Oh, Buddy. Buddy. I wish I could have filmed what just happened. So Eleanor was just lying by my side, kind of where Buddy usually likes to lay. And she was relaxing. Her tail was going. Buddy was sleeping nice and comfortably up in his little... Is she going to jump up there? Good. Good. You go up there. Take his spot. But Buddy didn't like the fact that she was lying with me. He came down, like forcibly licked her face, like really, really hard, which, I don't know, must be some sort of veiled threat in cat language, because Eleanor just jumped up there where he was, and he's undoubtedly going to come over for some affection. You're going to come over here and want love? As long as she's not in your spot, right? Ugh, you're a little pig. But you're so handsome. Yeah, I knew it. Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is 9:11 p.m. at the airport here. I've just spent the last 15 minutes or so circling like a shark in dark waters looking for a meal. What I was doing was looking for a parking spot. Now, those of you who remember my life before having a car, I spent 4.5 years in Las Vegas without a vehicle. Not fun, not sexy. So I really shouldn't complain about 15 minutes looking for parking, but it's like waterboarding. I swear, it's so painful. But I finally got like one of the last spots in a parking lot that's relatively close to the airport. Like I can see the airport. Yeah, that's how far it is. But I'm going to Louisville tonight. It's a 2-day trip. I don't know where I'm going the first leg tomorrow, but I know I'm coming back tomorrow evening. It's a short layover in Louisville, but the hotel's very nice. I'll show you. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, I think if you watched my last day of Vlogtober, I was telling you how I wasn't sure if I was legal to actually work this trip, because the last day of the trip is day 7 in a row because of my complicated mess of my last trip. I called crew scheduling, the jerk that I ended up yelling at. He told me I was legal because I picked it up and I waived my day off, blah, blah, blah. And then I read my contract and it's very gray. It does say that I waive whatever when I pick a trip up out of open time. So I called crew scheduling today, but I was on the phone on hold for like 40 minutes. I just gave up and I thought, I'll just work the trip. I mean, what are they going to do? Fire me for working this 7th day? So it's an easy trip and a good crew. So here I go. Let me get into the airport, because even if I have a half hour, I feel like I'm running late. So I will see you soon. Something I have to show you before I get to the airport. Look at this. Look, I'm so upset. A round crack where it's clear that there's actually 2 that stones or something were thrown at my windshield. It must have been when I was coming back from Mount Charleston, because I really don't get in the highway that often, and I imagine it has to be highway speeds to throw a stone at my windshield and cause that damage. So so irritated. I've never had to do anything like a car windshield repair ever. So first I'm going to contact Geico. I think that's who I have my car insurance through, and find out what the deal is. So there's that. Fun. It's a great opportunity for new learning experience. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? What's that? Oh, you're welcome, love. I'm so have a good night. That was a coworker whose watch I retrieved from a layover 2 weeks ago. I don't know, but blah, blah, blah. Let me get to the airport. I'll see you soon. I can't even make a joke about it. Randomed again. I'm so frustrated. I come through KCM, and one of the agents smirks at me, gives me a little smart aleck like nod, and goes, "Well, they're increasing the number of randoms." And I'm like, "No shit, really?" It's kind of like when you're working in like retail and the manager has to check your bag before you leave the store. Do you ever have that kind of job? That's what it feels like. So irritating.
Do you need anything back there? Masks, gowns, surgical equipment?
A bag of money and a nap. No? Okay. No, I'm good. Ready to board. So a moment ago, I think you saw me really irritated by KCM. All the irritation's gone. I'm working with 3 gorgeous women who are also intelligent and all those wonderful things too. I don't want to objectify them. They're not. Oh yeah, no, they're captain. Yeah. But I thought I was the most junior on the flight, but now I am the middle person, so I get to escape flying B. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind B.
Yeah, I don't mind B either.
I like to see who's
usually
on the aircraft.
I'd rather be C. All right, so I'll see you in Louisville. I know you can't see me, but our chivalrous captain, just you are a gentleman.
That's not the term I do.
Give him the clap.
Our hotel shuttle wasn't going to pick us up for almost an hour.
At the beginning.
And so our captain was like, no. He ordered an Uber XL, which I have to get a picture of because it does say 6. Yeah, but it doesn't. I don't think they advertise it to seat 6 with luggage for for 6 crew. But we got. You really can't see it. It is a circus car full of people in luggage. It's insane.
Who you calling a clown?
All right, hey guys. So I just arrived at the hotel. I'm up on floor 3. Which is where breakfast is. I'm very excited. The breakfast is amazing here. Our captain for the win, he is amazing. He's rescued me once before in that it was probably even here. The shuttle, they send the shuttle out according to a schedule sent by crew scheduling. So the shuttle was not supposed to leave until 5:55, which it is right now 6 a.m. on the dot. So we would have had to wait for the shuttle to leave here at 5:55 and then to have it lighting. And then we'd have to wait maybe 15, 20 minutes for it to arrive at the airport and then drive us here. We wouldn't literally be here until probably 7. So our captain was like, F that. No. So he called us an Uber XL, which ended up being a mid-size minivan, not a minivan, SUV. Somehow we fit 6 people plus the driver, and all of our luggage in that little car. I don't know how it happened. Catherine actually literally had someone else's suitcase on her, like her torso. She was hugging it the whole time. But we got here. Yay! Super duper, very exciting. I think they're just opening up breakfast, so I'm going to eat that. Oh, I didn't tell you about our flight. I'm all over the place. Our flight today was 3 hours and 11 minutes. We had 153 passengers on board. The plane holds 182, so we had a little bit of room for people to move and get people situated comfortably. So it was a very nice flight. Quiet. A lot of people were awake, but not very demanding, which is very nice. My coworkers are amazing. Catherine up in front is flying lead. I've flown with her many times. I adore her. Position D, our chaser today, it was her first trip out of training. It was her first trip. Also named Catherine. Wonderful girl. And then my position B, who I'm flying next to, because I'm flying C, her name is also Catherine. So I'm flying with me and 3 Catherines. It's so funny. She is fantastic. She's been here about a year and a half. Unbelievably. I was going to say she's unbelievably gorgeous, but I don't want to give her a big head because she's right here. So yeah, really nice flight. Amazing crew. Great passengers. No complaints. I would have complained about the shuttle, but our captain saved us. So, yay. I'm gonna go eat breakfast. I will see you later. I have an omelet cooking, but I saw waffles. I love waffles, but unfortunately, they're like very squishy. It's not good. But that looks like a pile of magic, doesn't it? Not so much. Yes, please. I may not eat all of this, but I might. Whoa. Oh, I ended up eating most of that. I know. I didn't eat the potatoes, and I didn't eat all the scrambled eggs, but I did eat that huge omelet, all that bacon, and the fruit. Oh, such a good breakfast. Oh my God. I wasn't tired, but now all of a sudden I'm dragging, really. So I'm gonna get in the room. I'm gonna peel off my uniform and sleep. This layover is 11 hours, including the time it took us to get here. So I'm gonna go to sleep, and if I can find my room, I'll see you later. This is very different than my Miami hotel. Let me tell you that. Let's do a quick room tour. It's a really cute room. You walk in, and then you have this large room here with a wet bar. There is a microwave and a fridge, which is very nice. Little desk here, room for some friends, little seating area, TV on the side here. Could use a little art there, don't you think? A little spare there, but very nice. And you walk into the bedroom with the two beds. You know how much I care about two beds, right? But little desk with the vanity little thing there. I'm loving these curtains. I love these. They're sort of diaphanous. They're very light, very pretty. Very nice. The view is not so fantastic, but that's okay. There you go. Looks like an Edward Hopper painting, don't you think? All right. And then you go from the bedroom into the bathroom. And then back out to the front. Isn't that nice? Of course, it's this kind of hotel we get 11 hours for a layover. Could be worse. I could be in Miami. I am looking rough this afternoon. It is 3:57 in the afternoon here in Louisville. My shuttle to the airport is at 4:30. Now, this is going to be a little interesting in that our report time at the aircraft, at the gate, not at the airport, is at 4:45. Somehow, the airline and the hotel agreed that 15 minutes was enough time to drive to the airport, get into the airport, go through KCM, potentially get randomed, and then find our way to the gate, which is at the absolute end of the airport. So it's not our responsibility. They set the time, so we're gonna abide by that, and we'll see what happens. Since I knew I would be eating very heartily this morning, I brought these two little non-perishables, what do they call it? Shelf-stable food, which is not as appealing as that sounds. And I was right. I got two of these at the grocery store. It's a Great Day Burrito Bowl, plant-based protein, vegan, good source of iron. Already sounds like a mistake, right? Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't say exactly that it tastes like dog food because I've never eaten vegan dog food. I've never eaten dog food, but this is, yeah. So it's a good thing. I'm really not that hungry, especially after a bite of that. So that's going in the trash. If I have time at the airport, I don't think I will. That's fine. I'll eat a cup noodle on the plane and be just fine. We're going to be back in Las Vegas before I know it. So, yeah, that was a mistake. But I've got a half hour left. There is a CVS downstairs. Maybe I can grab a little something there. But, yeah, so I'll see you either on the shuttle or at the airport. Okay, see you soon. All right, so flight time to LA is 4 hours and 17 minutes. Could be worse, I guess. Apparently it's going to be bumpy with patches of clear, and that there are times he may have us seated. So That's fine. Let's see what else. 120 passengers. Nice. The plane holds 182.
Boarding.
Oh, and we're boarding. I'll see you soon. Hey guys. All right, so we made it to LA. Very nice flight. It was 4 hours and 17 minutes, I think. We had 150 some odd passengers on board. Super, super nice people. Really, really nice people. We had a young lady sitting all the way in the back nearby who is contemplating becoming a flight attendant. And we had a really fun chat. Really, really nice young lady. And there were these 4 hairstylists. Don't want to call them hairdressers. There were 4 stylists from Lexington, Kentucky, who we really clicked. I think we all had a really good time. They were making suggestions on places I should go in Lexington, and in general, just really, really, really good people. You know, if you're lucky, and on most flights I'm lucky, I make a little connection with somebody on board, and it always keeps my morale up and my motivation to continue being nice to people. So yeah, really, really nice flight, great passengers, and going home to Vegas, but we're delayed an hour because it always has to happen on go home day, right? So I'm just taking a walk, stretching my legs, and gonna use our little boys' room, maybe get a coffee. Very exciting stuff. So I'll see you later. Hey there. All right, so our delay is over. Our plane has arrived. We just did our safety check, so we are ready to go. The flight's gonna be 47 minutes. This flight will have its challenges, but I'm not flying lead this time, so I don't have to worry about them, right? Yeah, so it's gonna be an easy, quick flight home. Very excited, very excited. Oh my God. This is pretty good lighting for inside my car. Look. Lighting from every direction. So it is 11:02 p.m. We landed about 10:15. Deplaning took about 20 minutes, but really easy flight in that pretty much everyone behaved once boarding was complete. Boarding itself was kind of a mess. I was standing in back. I was flying position C, so I really didn't participate in boarding outside of making the boarding announcements. But yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. A mess. Pretty much everybody who was on that plane had spent a little bit of time at one of the bars at the airport in LA. While no one was intoxicated, there were lots of people who were feeling very loose and relaxed. And some behavior was a little messy. But so it's one of the few times I'm grateful that I was not flying lead. What else? Yeah, but the flight was 47 minutes. We were supposed to have 190 passengers booked, but in the end, we probably had 160 people on board. So very easy flight. I'm gonna miss my crew. I had such a nice crew on this trip, particularly Catherine. That's kind of a joke because we had 3 Catherines on the flight. But my friend Catherine, who is flying lead, she's just one of my favorite people in the airline. And Kat, who is in the back with me, is spectacular. Really enjoy working with her. So I'm gonna try and find a quick bite to eat before I go to the house, because when I walk in the door, Buddy's gonna want 100% attention. And right now, I'm actually kind of lightheaded. I ate 2 or 3 bites of that burrito bowl thing, the vegan vegetarian bowl. Oh, there's a Taco Bell up there. And then I ate a cup noodle on the plane and a little thing of Pringles. And that's all I've really eaten all day long. And if you know me, my body is not built for that limited amount of food. So I'm gonna hit Taco Bell real healthy. There you go. That's my trip. I want to thank you for joining me. While it wasn't Vlogtober, it followed Vlogtober really closely. So feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below on any questions you might have. I know you guys have asked a lot of questions recently, but I do want to start to build up a little reservoir of questions I can do a little Q&A on during Vlogmas, which is coming up, just in like 3 weeks. craziness. All right. Oh, I'm going to end this video. If you're still watching, I'm going to end this video with one pro tip on traveling on any airline. All right. So something that we hear all the time is someone who's sitting in the very, very back of the plane. Tonight we had a guy who was sitting in the last row, and he said, how long does deplaning take? I've got a very tight connection for my next flight. And I was like, it could take 15, it could take 20 minutes. And he was like, had I known he was going to deplane, he had a short connection, I would have done my best to bring him forward at some point so he had less waiting for him. So pro tip, if you are going to have a flight where there's going to be a connecting flight and it's a short connection, number one, don't book it. Make sure you have at least an hour or more between, like 2 hours is ideal. Make sure you have enough time between your connecting flights in case there's a delay, in case you have to go to a different terminal or a different gate. So make sure when you're booking your flight that you have enough time between your connecting flights. If there is an hour or less, you're going to be scrambling to get on the next flight. Part B of that suggestion is if you're boarding and you are unable to choose a wider range of time between those two flights, talk to your flight attendants. If there's any way for us to move you forward so that you can get off that plane a lot faster, please talk to us. Let us know. We'll do whatever we can. There are very rare instances where we will get on the PA and ask the microphone and ask people to wait in their seats, allowing connecting passengers to move out first. It's a very rare occurrence, and if it's only 1 or 2 people, it's probably not going to happen. So pro tip, book your flights where you have plenty of time, 2-3 hours. Just because if there's a delay like there was tonight, you don't want to be running for your flight and potentially missing your flight. The airline will take care of you if there's a misconnect and it's not your fault, so don't worry about that. But who wants to stress and struggle, right? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you on my next trip. Bye. Fly safe.